I'm just gonna go live here. I'm just gonna go live. What's up, everyone? How we doing? Spencer Israel, Joel's here as well. It's 3:31 on a Friday. We got a half hour left in the day, a half hour left in the week. I hope your days are off to. Or I hope you're having a good day. I'm having a pretty good day here. We got a Christmas tree lighting going to happen outside tonight, so we got a lot of activity around the office. It's a good day. Markets are mixed. I mean, tech is up, but what else is new? You knew that already. You knew tech was up. We'll bring Joel on and we'll talk some charts. So ask us your questions, drop your tickers in the chat, and let's go. All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
Three consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
What's up, Joel?
Good afternoon, Spencer. How you doing on this? That's not a Freaky Friday. It's
Well,
I don't know. What's good word?
It feels like the Friday before a long weekend because we have a short week next week. Of course, we're all off Thursday. Friday, the market's open for a half day. So a lot of people would just say, screw it, take the whole darn week off. We'll be here, of course, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe Friday. But yeah, it just feels like Friday before a long weekend. So let's bring on some charts. And
Yeah, that's what my dad used to say. Used to say if well, you're not working on Thursday, so you can't work on Friday, right? And if you're not working, then why not leave early on Wednesday? Well, if you're not working Wednesday,
why work Tuesday?
yeah.
Yeah.
But that comes to the dad saying of the day, the dad joke of the day.
Which is?
And this is one that I use all the time.
Okay, I'm ready.
Dads love saying, please call me first name. Mister's my last name. That was my father's name.
Yeah, please. yeah, that's good. Please call me Joel. Mr. Elconin was my dad, right?
Yeah. And with Emily, like when she says when she calls me Joel,
Yeah,
when my kid calls me by first name,
yeah,
and then I give her a look,
yeah.
and she goes, "Okay, sir."
Funny.
But anyways,
Wait, real fast. Shelly is asking a question. What was the name of the TV show you mentioned the other day? No one could remember it.
Joe Pera.
Joe Pera.
Pera.
Joe Pera. Pera.
It is.
So
Yeah.
wait, he's the guy in the show.
He's a guy in the show, and that's the name of the show. And yeah.
Oh,
And
Joe Pera talks with you. Is that it?
yeah.
Okay, Joe Pera. Here, I'll put the Wikipedia link in chat.
I mean, he's strange. He's a strange guy living in northern Michigan, which everyone should go see. Spencer, have you been to the UP yet?
It's on my to-do list.
Yeah, I mean, it's a whole different world up there. Marquette, absolutely gorgeous, and he's just a character. I mean, it's stupid funny. So if you don't like it, then blame Lisa.
Okay,
S&P futures down 4.25 handles. We've traded within the parameters of the pre-market high and low, so really no good triggers for me today. It looked like we were going to go down, then we went up. We failed, and then we went down again on the Rittenhouse trial verdict, and then we're back up again. So really a nothing day in the markets. Crude unable to recover, probably its worst week in I don't know how long, down 283 at 75.58. Getting nervous about gold here again, down 1270 at 1848.70. Silver puts 25 in the rearview mirror. That's down 20 cents at 24.69. Bitcoin bounces off support for now, still down 240 at 57,775. And Ethereum, which I talked with Emily about NFTs last night, that's up 220 at 42.87 even.
All right. Joel, the first thing you said to me when we hopped on just now before is we didn't talk about Amazon this week at all.
How did we not talk about Amazon?
Amazon low key is going to make a new all-time closing high today. So
Yeah, shoot, and I'm kicking myself. I gave Lisa the Amazon speech. This was when I presented it to the investment committee,
Hmm.
and and it was before it broke out, and then it failed, and then and I'm like, wow, this is at a discount, and I never picked it up, and here you go. I don't know. I just something about these $3,700 stocks. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't make any difference. You still buy a fractional share. You still, if you put 20 grand in it, right? You put 20 grand in it or whatever the amount is. But what is it? Is it just today it's getting hammered. It's lost $100. I don't know if this is going to be an all-time closing high, Spencer. I don't know what this did, but just retailers. I guess they're figuring the king of retailers.
Well, is there a rule out there that you can't buy all the retailers at the same time? Because maybe there's some rotation here going out of Macy's, going out of Kohl's, going out of Ross stores down 5% today, going out of uh, who else here? Nordstrom down 6.5% today, and into Amazon and into Overstock is flattish.
Yeah.
Into what's not eBay. What's the how's Etsy doing today? Etsy's up. Etsy's in the green. Yeah, into e-commerce, out of brick and mortar into e-commerce. Maybe that's a rule.
Did you see these moves? And I'm not going to drill down on the technicals on Amazon unless someone really wants the technicals. I can do it for them, but
Yep.
I'll pass on it because this I hate saying like 3,680. You just got to round everything off. But did you see what the stars of yesterday did? Macy's,
I, I
boom,
I just mentioned them. Yeah, they're all going down.
Kohl's,
Yeah,
but not Home Depot. I
I
guess
didn't.
that's a real
I didn't look at that or Lowe's. How are they doing? Oh, they're
Oh man, Home Depot,
yeah.
Lowe's. Who else had? Lowe's is consolidating. Oh, earnings day. Hmm, that looks interesting. Uh, I don't know what they're thinking. I mean, Amazon's the king of retailers. They're going a little bit into brick and mortar. Great moving it today. I mean, the next pullback in Amazon, I'm buying for sure. For sure.
Define pullback, Joel.
The pullback is when it gets to a point and I'm too scared to buy it. It's probably a great buy, is
Okay.
what pullback is. I don't know now. Let me see. Let me look at it. Good question, young Spencer. Um, 3,500. That was like the top of the consolidation range, but now you're looking at it $181 away from that. I don't know. I don't know. I missed the boat. I did trade Amazon a while ago back when I was following it with Gene, but these high price stocks, they got high price. I don't know. They're just hard to trade. But what else is moving today?
Oh, there's so much movement today, Joel. Every bank stock it seems like is in the red. Actually, no, insurance stocks are up today, but the rest of the bank financial sector is in the red. Every energy stock is down, and tech is up. What else is new? Right, Nvidia doing what Nvidia does. Uh,
What are they hitting the banks? Oh, look at that. DraftKings.
I know,
Holy
I know.
mackerel.
You know what? I suppose if one was a dip buyer, this is like dip buying heaven, right? Because there's just so many. Like Luke was just like talking like an hour ago. He's like, I want to buy the dip on some stocks. There are so many stocks to buy the dip on. You got DraftKings up there. You can buy the dip on any casino, any bank, any energy stock. Most tech stocks that are not worth $1 trillion market cap, right? I mean, you could just buy the dip on everything if you wanted to.
I don't know. I mean, I should have pressed Sean harder on this one. Yeah, he's buying at 41, 40, 39, 30. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. Where look at that. I mean, maybe for a bounce, but I mean, he's done well, trading stocks this way. What's Penn doing? Who? 52. I mean, I didn't call the bottom at 52, but man, I got to put the dates on here. Because it was a while ago. That's when it broke. I think I put it in right here. when we had this really bad day. So what's holding in here? I like Penn. I mean, if you really feel that you really need to own these stocks and they're really at a discount, then I got levels for you. 52 in Penn and 35 in Donkey Kong. I mean, that's it. That's the levels. Buy at your own risk.
I did just see a headline from a few minutes ago in the automotive space. Ford and Rivian had a joint venture to develop an EV. That joint venture is now off. Ford, I guess, dropped Rivian. I guess they don't think they need Rivian apparently to help them develop an EV. Maybe if I
Really? I
maybe
mean, because Ford's been around like 200, no, not 200 years. How long has Ford been around, Spencer?
I think I wait. It was before 1900, wasn't it? It was like 1890 something. I think is when Ford was. Uh, I
Was it?
well, it's hard because he had several companies before Ford, so I don't know the date. But the point is, call it 120 years. We'll just round. Um,
Yeah. So what do you want to invest in?
yeah.
A
Uh,
company that's been around 120 years, has been up and down, or a company that's made like 14 vehicles?
okay, it was 1903. So okay, we'll
Oh
call it
yeah, good call.
118 years. Um, yeah. Well, remember, Ford is an investor in Rivian. They have a stake, but I guess they're not doing this
They
joint
probably
venture anymore.
sold it. They were probably like selling all day long, man. The people, the Ford company, and when it was ripping, they were scale up sellers, man. I can tell you that right now. No, I can't. 140, 150, 160, 170. It had to be. Why would you want to hold on to that thing? I mean, that was a crazy move, but it is. I mean, I haven't picked the top or bottom. I talked about, mid range here. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's just hugging here. This I say until you get above 136.50, hands off on the long side. I'm not trying to pick a bottom in this thing.
This morning when I got into the office, one of the first stocks that I did see was UWMC because
Oh,
at 6:30 this morning it was doing some wonky things, um, and it's not doing them anymore. But I'm not quite sure what happened, Joel, at 4 a.m. If is that real?
yeah, we know what happened.
Is
Well, first of all, don't you look at quotes on your phone when you're driving downtown?
no, 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 no,
Really?
no, 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 no.
You
I, I
should.
I don't look at. I will look at the only things that I'll see before I get in or whatever notifications I got overnight. And sometimes I'll check Twitter. But then I try to just kind of get here as fast as I can. So no, I don't check anything really before I get in. Um, but
Look at it. Look at Ephraim. Here, he must not be listening to the show very much. What is the most speculative stock in my portfolio? I think we all know what that is.
Peloton.
Yeah.
Anyway, UWMC. This is
Wow,
the
look,
headline.
I never saw that print over $8. You got to be kidding me.
That's what I'm saying. So this was the headline, and I gotta admit, I didn't quite understand the headline. Well, no, that's not true. I understood the headline. I didn't know how to interpret it. The headline was this morning they announced that they had canceled a secondary offering plan. They announced we're going to do an offering. We're going to sell more stock. They canceled that because they didn't get the price they want. But then in lieu of that, they're accelerating their buyback plan. And I was not quite sure how to interpret that because is it good news? Is it bad news? It's good because they're not doing any more dilution and buybacks, are going to lower the share count. Um, is it bad news? They couldn't get the price they wanted. Nobody wanted to buy their stock at the price they wanted. I don't know. I didn't quite know how to interpret that. So
Okay, just one quick second here. We're falling out of bed, folks. What's going on,
um,
Spencer? News me.
we're leaking a little bit here. I
News
don't know
me.
if I've fallen out of bed, but
Let's see. Selling balances across the board?
probably. I mean,
Folks, I don't go to the 1 minute unless we need to go to the 1 minute.
we don't need to go to the 1 minute.
We're at the 1 minute.
don't need to go to the 1 minute.
This will really freak people out now. I'm going to the 30-second chart. It takes my machine a little time to digest that. How you like that? I told you never to look at short-term charts. This is why. You'd be selling at the low of the day, and then we're getting a bounce here. No news, selling balances.
No.
Afrin's good. Option expiration.
I didn't mention this. Hey, I texted you and
You
Dennis
did. I
because
did.
we forgot about that, and I didn't. I don't remember how someone told me. I think someone told me at like, yeah, it came up on live trading, and I was like, shoot, we didn't even talk about that this morning. So I texted the both of you,
I know. I
and
know.
you know what Dennis said? I'll tell you what he said. Dennis owes me lunch or something.
I know. I know. Thousands of dollars.
Because Dennis said you saved my AWS, my
Yeah,
ass. So,
I
so
don't I don't think it was 5 figures, but he was looking, he was like, these things are really moving around." And I think the one that he mentioned was Berkshire Hathaway.
yeah,
And let me look at I mean, I don't see how he catches all this stuff. I mean, his head is just on a swivel. But let me get the pre-market chart in here. I don't know how he watches that many stocks.
yeah,
Um,
I don't know
Wait,
either.
hold on. Let me see. Let me get the.
You know,
Here it was. Here it was.
okay,
Berkshire Hathaway was trading down in the pre-market the whole time.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
and there was a buying balance. All right.
okay, okay,
So true price discovery. Okay, let's say right before the open, 279 and a half is fair value. Opening tick in this was 280.96. You know how much heat he took on that? I don't know if he got the trade off. I think he actually missed this one. Do you know what the high of the day was?
no,
280.97. A tick worth of heat. A tick worth of heat on a stock like that. Also, it opened up into yesterday's close, which was 80.63. So if you had your order out there at 80.63, you got done at 80.96. And then that traded down to 278.01. So yeah, that was it. Yeah, I got the same text, and it don't have like the same kind of positions that Dennis does off the open, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, we just got so busy and on so many tangents, we missed that. But we will start marking down in the calendar every third Friday. We
I
won't
mean,
miss it.
yeah, it's yeah, and it was interesting. Anyway, okay, so what else here? I just real fast, and I'll share my screen for just a second. I just
Sure, go
want
ahead.
to give you a couple, not a couple,
Heads up.
heads up on the earnings for next week. Where the heck is my? Oh, there it is. Okay. Um, so short week, obviously, but we got some big names. Okay, I didn't even know this until I looked at this graphic. Zoom reports earnings on Monday after the close. That's big. Tuesday, we got names like Medtronic, Dick's Sporting Goods, Best Buy, ADI, Analog Devices. You got VMware, you got Nordstrom, Autodesk, Dell, The Gap. That's all Tuesday. Wednesday, John Deere, kind of the big one there. And so, yeah, we got some big names next week. I didn't realize Zoom reporting on Monday. So that'll be the headliner for sure. Um,
Yeah,
and there's your look at your earnings for the last full week at least of
big week. Yep.
November. Let's do some tickers from the chat. If you have a question, drop it. We'll take a look. Congrats to our fan who said he faded some stocks that were in downtrends, but faded the pops. So good job. That tends to work. Someone had asked us to look at this one here at the top of the show, and I don't want to forget. And this is not normally a stock we would discuss, but we're gonna do it because of the ticker. It's got maybe the best ticker in the entire stock market right now. The ticker is Smurf. SMURF. Smurf.
Do you guys want to see me do my Smurf dance?
No. Well, actually, maybe.
No.
Yeah. I'll tell you what Smurf is. It's tokens.com. It doesn't trade on exchange. It's OTC markets. It's a $1 stock. But I thought, you know what? Their ticker is Smurf. They can get some love from us.
I don't give personal guarantees,
Yeah. Okay.
but this stock will never see its all-time high again.
We'll see what's on high, like 800.
Oh wait, it's 50. Is that 50 or 50,000? Oh, it's only 50.
No, Joel. That's a different. Your charts are wrong. That's a different. That's a different thing. I think. So I know.
Token Comms Corp.
Yeah, but I notice that sometimes with Thinkorswim too. If there's a newer company with the same ticker as an old company, then it'll have both companies' data on there when it's not right. Like my chart only goes back to April of this year. So I think what you're looking at on the far left, on the bottom right chart,
Okay,
is
Spencer. Then
not.
tell me when should I analyze? I can tell you right now.
I don't know.
150 2-day low, weekly low. That's support.
Okay.
You want to hold 150. If not, you're looking at $1.25. Triple top at 220. That's it. That's my expert analysis.
Mitch Olson goes, Kenny is trading this. Perhaps. Let's look at Celsius, Luke Jacoby favorite, CELH. CELH. Luke Jacoby favorite. Buying the dip. That's what you're doing. You're buying the dip.
Ooh, man. He better chill out on buying this one, man. I'm telling you. Do I have anything on the? Tell Luke to look at the monthlies because
Luke,
that's what he's leaning on.
I just
6506. That's his stop. New low. We're coming up, man. They're not liking this market going into the weekend, folks. We're 2 points from the intraday low. I see no reason to buy this. If I'm buying it at 72, 73, my stop's at 64.99.
We just had a huge spike in ticker flow, FLOW, not a super widely traded stock, but just spiked from 80 to 88 in like 10 seconds.
Sold.
Yeah, sold to someone. So,
Yep.
anyway.
And folks, when you see things like that and it's going up, don't, let's say you're looking at it and you're like, oh, really? I really want to sell this at 85. Like, don't wait. Don't go like, oh, I'm going to sell it at 86. Oh, I want to sell it at 87. What you do when you see spikes like that and you want to sell, I mean, I don't know what you're in. Maybe there's a buying balance on this one. What you do is you get your order out there as quickly as possible. And the reason I say that is this took place in 1 minute.
Yeah.
So chances are, if you see this and it's on your radar and you throw something out at 85, and this has happened to me so many times, you might get done at 86, you might get done at 87. You never know where you're getting. I've had price improvement on orders that you just wouldn't believe. So, and especially in this market, when you see something like that, and you want to sell, I don't know about shorting. Obviously, that's a different thing. But you got to get your orders out there. And that's what we're going to talk about on December 11th for 3.5 hours with Triple D, Rob Friesen, order execution and tape reading, which is you could be the greatest chartist, you could be the greatest fundamentalist, but unless you know how to execute orders in this market, this bifurcated market, then you're missing half of the equation.
And I will say that I plan on also being there because this is super important stuff. Super
Spencer,
important.
I will give you I will let you in for free.
That's kind of you, Joel.
No, 50% discount
50%
for Spencer.
off. That's fair. 50,
your parents and your sisters and relatives, they only get like a 10% discount.
All right.
PMP 10.
Fair enough. Okay, we got 5 minutes left in the session. We got a couple more tickers from the chat. Let's look at. Someone asked about Taiwan Semi, TSM.
Taiwan Semi.
We never talk about that stock.
Without looking at the chart, I would say this thing has just got to be in the stratosphere. Right?
On the monthlies, yeah, but on the dailies, not so much.
Not having a good day?
Okay, not having a good year.
Really?
Not
They
really.
don't not having it. Really? Wow, this is flat for the year.
Yeah.
Huh. Hmm. I mean, is it the whole I don't want to own Asia effect? Do you think that that's it?
Oh gosh, I don't.
Because this is like, I mean, you talk about a hot sector. I mean, it had a big year. I'm surprised at the price action in this one, and I don't know who's trading it or what their angle is, but you just can't avoid what the monthlies are telling you. The monthlies are screaming at you. If this breaks out over 125, I mean, this is a little bit higher. I'll call it 125 because it's a round number. Let me drill down on the dailies. You haven't seen 125 yet? If this thing, do they have earnings? Do we even get earnings? Are they in wands or whatever the currency is? Do we get earnings on this or not?
Are they in Wuhan? Is that what you just said? Uh, let's check the pro real fast. Taiwan Semi, they reported on the 14th. They're already out. Uh,
Okay.
the 14th of
I
October.
wouldn't just I
Yeah,
mean, looking at the chart, it looks sleepy to me. I just because it says semiconductor in it and chips, I wouldn't want to be shorted. So,
okay.
and a breakout above 120. It's just a weird year, though. I mean, we get this question a lot, like, "Oh, like we're in a trading range." Well, this is a trading range stock, folks, and
Mm.
this is the range. I wish you would have asked me this earlier in the month or last month because I would have said 109, 110. It's been pretty good support, 125 resistance, but it's not going to stay in that range. Wow, it's been in that range almost the entire year. So interesting chart, Spencer. And you know what I'm going to do on this one?
Yeah.
Because I keep telling you I'm going to do this, and then you keep forgetting to remind me.
What? What?
I got to put dates on this stuff. If not,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
just
yeah.
it's hogwash. Okay,
Here, let's see.
here we.
Here's another interesting one. After you finish that.
I'm done. I'm done.
Okay. Uh, the ticker was CARR, Carrier Global, HVAC.
Okay. See. Okay.
CARR.
Quick question.
Yeah. Where are they
Where?
headquartered?
Yes.
I don't know. Somewhere in
It's
Michigan.
so easy, Spencer.
Detroit.
No,
Caveman could do
Spencer.
it.
I'm lobbing up. I'm lobbing the softball to you. Okay, and you don't have your bat ready.
Okay. Is it like Carrier, Michigan? Is that a place?
Uh,
Carrier Global. Uh,
don't look.
I'm not. Is it Monroe?
I just said it's not Michigan.
Oh, you did. I didn't hear that part. The Carrier Dome.
Yes.
Okay, Syracuse.
Yes.
Okay, I got it.
Yep.
It took me a second.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Yep. I'll give you the good news, and then I'll give you the bad news. The good news is it's up on the day, and it hit its highest level since early September. The bad news is it's bearing down on the low of the session. So if you're super optimistic about this and you love it, then you're getting a chance to buy it at a discount to the earlier day prices. But in my history of following the markets over the last 120 years, if a stock closed near its low of the session or the high of the session, a lot of times you get follow through in
All
either
right.
direction.
We
So
got we got 15 seconds left in the session for this week. I think Joel got a little bit overexcited there as far as the dip because we're not going to
I know.
not going to
I know.
catch
I
that
shouldn't.
for
I'm
us.
sorry.
So it's okay.
Every time I go to the here's a tip for the chat.
Yeah.
Every time I go to the 1 minute and
Yeah.
I say, "Oh, we're tanking," then you buy. And if I go to the 1 minute and I say we're ripping, then you sell. So
Yeah.
there's a contrarian indicator for you.
All right. It is 4:00. We are closed. Pens down. Everyone, pass your papers up to the front. Joel, I'll catch you on Monday. Actually, I'll see you tomorrow.
No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, you and I are going to hang, and then we're going to catch up with everyone else on Monday. So I'll see you then.
All right, man.
All
We'll
right.
see you.
All
And
right.
everyone have a good weekend and be safe.
All
Go
right.
blue.
We got Money Mitch coming up live next. He is interviewing the CEO of Super League Gaming, SLGG, coming up next right here on this channel. it'll redirect to that, so stay tuned for that. Last time I'm going to say it, the very last Benzinga Bootcamp of the year, tomorrow, www.benzingabootcamp.com. Education all day. Anne Marie Band, Jake Wujastic, Ripster from Atlas, a whole day. We got the head of options at NASDAQ, head of equity products at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, CME. So many big names. BenzingaBootcamp.com. Check it out to learn more. All right, I'm going to wrap. Where are we at in likes? Not enough. Come on, guys. It's Friday. It's Friday. Let's get some more likes up in here. We got 200 plus viewers. We got 51 likes. 52 now. Let's get to 60. Please remember, all the information from our show is meant to be used as informational purposes and not for investing or trading advice. We got to 60. Do I hear 70? Do I hear 70? I don't hear 70. Money Mitch live right now with the CEO of Super League Gaming, SLGG. See you guys on Monday.